A rapid play. A.1 A rapid play game is one where either all the moves must be made in a fixed time of at least 15 minutes but less than 60 minutes for each player, or the time allotted plus 60 times any increment is at least 15 minutes but less than 60 minutes for each player. A.2 players do not need to record the moves. A.3 where there is adequate supervision of play, for example one arbiter for at most 3 games, the competition rules shall apply. A.4 where supervision is inadequate, the competition rules shall apply except where they are overridden by the following laws of rapid play. A. Once each player has completed 3 moves, no claim can be made regarding incorrect piece placement, orientation of the chessboard or clock setting. In case of reverse king and queen placement, castling with this king is not allowed. B. The arbiter shall make a ruling according to Article 4, the act of moving the pieces, only if requested to do so by one or both players. C. An illegal move is completed once the opponent's clock has been started. The opponent is then entitled to claim that the player completed an illegal move before the claimant has made his move. Only after such a claim shall the arbiter make a ruling. However, if both kings are in check or the promotion of a pawn is not completed, the arbiter shall intervene if possible. D. The flag is considered to have fallen when a player has made a valid claim to that effect. The arbiter shall refrain from signaling a flag fall, but he may do so if both flags have fallen. 2. To claim a win on time, the claimant must stop both clocks and notify the arbiter. For the claim to be successful, the claimant's flag must remain up and his opponent's flag down after the clocks have been stopped. 3. If both flags have fallen as described in 1 and 2, the arbiter shall declare the game drawn. B. Blitz. B.1 A blitz game is one where all the moves must be made in a fixed time of less than 15 minutes for each player, or the allotted time plus 60 times any increment is less than 15 minutes. B.2 where there is adequate supervision of play, one arbiter for one game, the competition rules in Appendix A.2 shall apply. B.3 where supervision is inadequate, the following shall apply. A. Play shall be governed by the rapid play laws as in Appendix A except where they are overridden by the following laws of blitz. B. Article 10.2 and Appendix A.4.C do not apply. C. An illegal move is completed once the opponent's clock has been started. The opponent is entitled to claim a win before he has made his own move. However, if the opponent cannot checkmate the player's king by any possible series of legal moves, then the claimant is entitled to claim a draw before he has made his own move. Once the opponent has made his own move, an illegal move cannot be corrected unless mutually agreed without intervention of an arbit. C. Algebraic notation. Fide recognizes for its own tournaments and matches only one system of notation, the algebraic system, and recommends the use of this uniform chess notation also for chess literature and periodicals. Scoresheets using a notation system other than algebraic may not be used as evidence in cases where normally the scoresheet of a player is used for that purpose. An arbiter who observes that a player is using a notation system other than the algebraic should warn the player about of this requirement. Description of the algebraic system. C.1 in this description, piece means a piece other than a pawn. C.2 each piece is indicated by the first letter, a capital letter, of its name. Example, K equals king, Q equals queen, R equals rook, B equals bishop, N equals knight. In the case of the knight, for the sake of convenience, N is used. C.3 for the first letter of the name of the pieces, each player is free to use the first letter of the name which is commonly used in his country. Examples, F equals faux, French for bishop, L equals loper, Dutch for bishop. In printed periodicals, the use of figurines for the pieces is recommended. C.4 pawns are not indicated by their first letter, but are recognized by the absence of such a letter. Examples, E5, D4, A5. C.5 the 8 files, from the left to right for white and from right to left for black, are indicated by the small letters A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H, respectively. C.6 the 8 ranks, from bottom to top for white and from top to bottom for black, are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, respectively. Consequently, in the initial position the white pieces and pawns are placed on the first and second ranks, the black pieces and pawns on the 8th and 7th ranks. See point 7. As a consequence of the previous rules, each of the 64 squares is invariably indicated by a unique combination of a letter and a number. See point 8. Each move of a piece is indicated by A, the first letter of the name of the piece in question, and B, the square of arrival. There is no hyphen between A and B. Examples, B5 and F3 are D1. In the case of pawns, only the square of arrival is indicated. Examples, E5, D4, A5. See point 9. When a piece makes a capture, an X is inserted between A, the first letter of the name of the piece in question, and B, the square of arrival. Examples, Bs5 and Xf3 are XD1. When a pawn makes a capture, the file of departure must be indicated, then an X, then the square of arrival. Examples, Dex5, Gxf3, Axp5. In the case of an en passante capture, the square of arrival is given as the square on which the capturing pawn finally rests, and EP is appended to the notation. Example, EXD6 EP. See point 10. If two identical pieces can move to the same square, the piece that is moved is indicated as follows.